why he's so much about getting out of the country. Really, he said he wants to go to Canada.
Yeah, I've been looking a little more into the case too, Michael. Really, I think digital is going to come into play here too. It looks like they have Instagram conversations between both co-defendants. And if it does relate to the murder, then it's going to tie him in just as much as his girlfriend to the killing. Also, it looks like surveillance video may be at play. And I don't know where they're going either, honestly. I mean, they may have been under the influence, but Texas does not look at voluntary manslaughter in the way of intoxication. You get yourself intoxicated, it is not going to rise to an affirmative defense. And if they're ingesting illegal narcotics like it sounds like they were, it may be mitigation, Michael. It's going to leave them holding the bag, both of them, on the murders in this very serious capital case.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. If there was drugs involved, what role might that play in the case? You just answered that question for me. But let me ask you this then. If this defendant, Uriah, claims, look, I never pulled the trigger, I may have these conversations, this is his girlfriend, they're young, they're claiming that there was some sort of abuse going on in the house. We heard from the boyfriend of the victim, the grandmother in this case. Didn't sound like she was that kind of woman, but again, we don't know. I would imagine if that's the case, and they have these types of maybe video or even Instagram messages, he's going to have to get up there and tell his story in order to get around that. I didn't think he would, but now that I'm hearing that, and I wasn't aware of this sort of Instagram messages, we'll have to see how that plays out. But if that's the case, does he have to take the stand?
Yeah, digital is going to be a problem, as it is in most of our cases, Michael. We are in a tech boom, and it's such an advantage to law enforcement, too, when you're able to get those messages. And a lot of people think, hey, they're gone. But, you know, with the tech world we're in, there's so many backups, and there's so many ways to get it for law enforcement. So it's going to be interesting to see how that ties it in. You know, also, Michael, the house was ransacked. They were clearly trying to steal. They got into the safes. They got into her purse. You know, there was a lot of theft going on too. And even if this girl was abused, it could cut both ways too, because that also could be the motive, especially when you have premeditation, prior conversations, planning, and all the things that probably could be provided by prosecutors.
Yeah, it's interesting because abuse by itself, not really a defense on the right circumstances it could be. And one of the first things he told this particular witness when he jumped in the car was it was self-defense. So we'll have to see how that plays out. All right, David, stand by. I want to get folks